Oh, excuses, it's all we heard today in Virginia from their leaders when they were hauled before Congress to answer for their deadly sanctuary policies. Fairfax County Commonwealth Attorney Steve Descano, now under a DOJ investigation for going easy on illegals, he was defiant before the House Judiciary Committee.
We're not protecting undocumented individuals. As a matter of fact, we prosecute people who commit crimes in Fairfax County regardless of their status. So the idea that we don't do that is simply wrong. Our policies simply maintain that our role is to prosecute Virginia crime. That's what we do.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, tell that to Cheryl Minter, whose daughter Stephanie was stabbed to death at a bus stop. Okay, allegedly by an illegal who had more than 30 priors. Many of those charges, of course, were dropped by his office.
No mother should have to stand here and say these words. No family should have to bury their child like this. Stephanie's life mattered. Today, I stand here because her life was taken in a way that should have never happened. The man who took my daughter's life should not have been free to walk the streets. He had been picked up many times. He was known. There were warnings. There were emails sent saying he was a danger, and still, he was released. I am not here for politics. I am here for accountability. I am here because a system failed my daughter.
Yeah, when she joined the Angle, she said she's not political. That's not why she's doing this. She's a mother, grieving mother. By the way, not the only example of Descano going easy on criminal aliens. Congressman Brad Knott grilled him for dropping charges against an illegal accused of trying to kidnap a 4-year-old.
He yanked a 4-year-old girl out of her bed with the intent to harm her, and you wanted to give her a cap of 2 years.
Sir, this is
a great example. And then when the plea agreement was rejected, what did you do?
Sir, this is a great example.
What did you do?
This is a great example of a case.
You know, I've prosecuted. I've prosecuted
and then
cases.
You understand
and when you're evading like that, you know what that's a sign
sir.
of? Guilt. What did you do?
Sir,
you dismissed the case.
Sir,
a disgusting, perverted individual preying on children, that you dismissed the case. As the father of 2 young girls, one of them's 5. That is as shameful as anything I have seen. Quit defending the indefensible. You clearly don't.
Absolutely not.
You dismissed the case, and it's shameful.
Sir,
you're a coward.
Okay, he's my new favorite congressman. That's how much the Democrats care about our kids. They think American lives are, it's all collateral damage. Lose your life, we have to keep the open border, don't we? Got to protect the criminal illegals. Here to react is Jonathan Fahey. Knows this particular prosecutor really well. Former acting ICE director. He's also ran against Descano. All right, Jonathan, this was a disaster hearing for him. Scamberger, the new governor, she looks like a complete failure already. Won't cooperate with ICE. Legals are still running free in Virginia unless they're picked up by ICE. How did this look tonight for Mr. Descano?
It was a complete train wreck for him. And I think one of the most striking things when he plays Cheryl Minter's quote or part of her testimony is how cruel these sanctuary policies and criminal first, victim last policies, because, again, her crime was not just it was completely preventable, and it's predictable that these types of things will happen with these policies. It was very interesting to watch him trying to squirm around his policies, and he couldn't really defend it. He said he doesn't have the policy that was on his website, but really couldn't talk about what it was with the illegal aliens. But I think the facts show exactly what it is, that illegal aliens get preferential treatment in Fairfax County, and people die because of it. I think that's inarguable at this point.
Yeah, well, Jim Jordan, Jonathan, called him out on that policy. Check this out.
We're misrepresenting my policies. My policies do not say that we do not prosecute people.
Well, if you're proud of your policies, why'd you change your website?
Because that's not my policy. As I told you, sir, that is a campaign statement that I made before I was Commonwealth
It had been
attorney.
up for 6 years. A week after we send you a letter saying we want you to come testify, shazam, you change it.
Because I could not.
Is that coincidental?
Because I could not believe that people were so obtuse that they could not realize what the difference between a campaign statement and an actual office policy is.
Well, Jonathan, so Descano is saying his policy statement on his campaign website, that didn't mean anything?
It was up there for 6 years, and he really stepped in it here because when Harmeet Dillon looks into this, she's going to ask current and former prosecutors, what was the policy with respect to illegal aliens charged with crimes? And they're going to get some answers that are going to be a lot clearer than whatever he was trying to say up there.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.